What's good, super savers? Hey, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because you know you like saving 60, 70, 80, 90% off, okay? Period. Okay. Hey, you're still wondering where the deals reside at? They reside at TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, DD's. Yes, I said DD's, okay? Let's get right into this video, okay? First of all, yes, I'm wearing this coat that I got from DD's that I mentioned in another one of my videos, and she is soft. I am loving this. This is more like a cropped jacket. It is not the long one, but hey, I just thought I'd hop on here and film this video while I'm going out anyway. And hey, look, just to show you guys, this jacket is warm, by the way. Also, this is a very nice jacket, and at $14, like, you can afford to sleep on DD, okay? Period. Okay, and look, I picked up these beauty finds at TJ Maxx. Yes, TJ Maxx, and it's by the brand Plum Beauty. Okay, this was $3, and this one was $4. So $3 and $4, $7. Look, this is a hot and cold facial massager, and it is LSB, it's USB rechargeable. Okay, I'm talking about LS, what the heck? Anyway, and then this is a makeup brush wash. This is a makeup brush cleaner, and I'm like, I've heard about these, but I'm like, I was a little, skeptical because I'm used to the OG way, like cleaning on a makeup wipe. Y'all know how we do. But anyway, this, I'm kind of, I can't wait to try that. I think that's going to be really, really nice. But look, let's get into these shoes. Hey, look, I know when I saw the flap, I'm like, can I do a flap? Does I feel like a little kindergartner, that have to wear shoes that flap over because they can't tie them? I don't know, but my brain was like, girl, you better get those, okay? And yes, I better get them because they're by the brand Dolce Vita, okay? This brand is, they sell this brand, a lot in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And I have also seen this brand at Nordstrom Rack. You better believe it. If you are an avid shopper, if you know that Dolce Vita be in Nordstrom Rack, and a lot of influencers are now, just marketing this brand and mentioning this brand more often now. And this is how she looks. It looks very nice, very clean. These are cream, off-white. Got the little pop of silver in the back. And inside just has the logo name in there. And these are tie up, and you can tie them up or you can just, scrap them over like that. And like, wait till you guys see the price. I paid, what does that say? I paid $15 for these, so I was not about to pass these shoes up. You know, me passing up these shoes is like me, getting to my street and passing up my house. Y'all think I'm gonna pass up my house and I'm tired and I want to go in there and sit down, eat and relax? No, I'm not. She's not gonna do that, okay? And look, I made it to Ross, okay? I did get something that was 49 cents, okay? And where is it? It just fell down on my lap. I got this headband by Calvin Klein, and it's for the snow because she going skiing, okay? She gonna go skiing. Look, this retailed at $44. I paid 49 cents. That's why I say 60, 70, 80, 90% off. I've even saved 95% off. Like, if that's your thing, this is your channel. Like, you are amongst friends here because we're all about that coin, going, doing all the work for us. We're not working for it. Okay, look, in the men's section, I picked this up. This was $5.99. Now, okay, I know it's not 49 cents, but who cares? At $6, this is a nice, flannel, men's shirt, okay? And like I said, don't give up. If you don't see what you're looking for in the women's section, the juniors, the children's, go to the men. Like, duh. That's where I got this. Sometimes I will keep these things for myself. Yes, I will wear this, okay? And I will glam this up and beautify it, okay? Or I just gift it to a family member. It's just all, up to me, depending on what I decide what I want to do. Okay, but look, don't stop there. Look, I'm wearing gray. I'm pretty fond of gray. I guess you can say that. I must be, because look, I was automatically drawn to this. When I saw it, I just went right up to it. I wasn't even looking for this. This is a oversized blazer by Steve Madden. Look at that. Look at this. This is nice. And look, I paid $6.49 for this. Okay, $6.49. I hope you guys can see that. It's a nice jacket. Look at this. It's oversized. This is really classy, you know, for my working class people, or just for my, you know, business casual looking people, or my people who like to look casual, you know. Hey, I mix it up around here, you know. You're not going to just catch me looking one way all the time, like all dialed up all the time, or all sportified, you know. I'm like, you know, I like to mix it up, you know. That's just me. Hey, look, we're not part of the sales or anything like that, but look, this Maidenform brand, like, it's busting. Like, have you guys been sleeping on this brand at Ross? Do you need glasses? Like, these are only $3.99, and they're just, you know, every day they're just, you know, bodysuits. I picked up this one, and I also picked up this color. I did, you know, wore this one already. You can see it in another one of my videos, you guys. I don't remember which one it was, but look, at $3.99, like, what? Like, I mean, Skims is like, what, 60, 70, $80. Look, these are just $3.99 at Ross. Okay, come on, these are just $3.99. This is by the brand Maidenform, you know. And look, this retails at $42, so she's not cheap. But look, this is like, you're paying 10% of the original retail price for this. Be so for real. Look at that. Like, I mean, do I need to call Pookie from New Jack City? You know, come on, come on, come on. You guys need to get this stuff. Like, I mean, I'm not even playing over here, but if you guys don't get it, I'm gonna get it. But anyway, DD's now. DD's is the sister store to, let's say it together, ladies and gents, Ross. Okay, for those of you who don't know, like, what's a DD's? DD's is sister store to Ross, okay? And she's where the deals reside also, because I've been seeing brand names and a few designer items, like, you know, just playing peekaboo, you know, like peekaboo, I'm here, and then, oh no, I'm gone. I saw Zara clothing at Ross. So, you know, if I saw it there, it's just a few steps down to DD's, because why? They're sister stores, okay? But anyway, they didn't announce their yellow tag sales, but they had the sales there too, because look, I picked up this little negligee number, and it was only $3.49, okay? $3.49. And it's just this purple, you know, little lingerie with the shorts. But look, $3.49. You guys know this retailed at $70. Look at that. $70. Like, it's a no-brainer around this shopping scene, okay? Look, I did get a nice pair of jeans from Ross for $1.49. So, you know, your girl was there. I wasn't there when they first opened, because, you know, they was just not about to walk over me. I didn't want them to walk over me. $1.49. Okay, now this is by the brand 9 Planet, and this is a LA based store. And whenever it says that, you know, these stores are, you know, based in LA, and they're rocking, it says, you know, designed in LA, they have their standalone stores. Because why? I used to live in LA. Anytime I brought a piece of clothing item, and it said, you know, designed in LA, they had their own standalone store, whether it was on Melrose, you know, or somewhere downtown. They had a store or shop. They did. And look at the quality of these pants. This is a nice thick quality. These are, you know, this is a nice jean. And for $1.49, the original asking price was, I believe, it was only $12. So, you know, just think, if you were to go in this shop, we all know, everybody knows, okay, that these jeans are probably like gonna be like, what, $100 or close to it. I know I know. You guys know too because you guys are smart and you're avid shoppers. You guys are smart because you're super savers. You love to save. You love to save. And you love the bragging rights of, oh, I got these shoes probably cost $70, but I got them for $15 at Marshall's, okay? So, I'm wearing the same thing, but except, I'm the one that's laughing in jubile because why? I didn't pay that much because I'm magnetic when it comes to the bargains, and you guys are too. Hey, look, Zara. Zara is kind of like you see something or you don't. It's like some seasons hit different. Their yearly sale, year end sale, like it hits different. One year and then the next year it can just kind of like flatline. That's how it kind of was for me this year. I didn't do a whole lot of looky looing because I didn't see a whole lot of stuff in there that I liked, that was, my to my liking or taste. But I did find these straight fit. They remind me of a mom, straight leg jeans, and that's why I got them. And they're just like this. They have the Zara logo, and this is the Zara 0.02. By the way, let me take this hanger off of here so you guys can see. And this is what they were. And you can see they're long, there's not a hem at the bottom, but that's okay. And as you guys can see, these were 80% off. And I told you guys that Zara is at the 80% off mark right now, which means this sale is it's about to be wrapping up. Okay, so if you have not been to Zara, just because I didn't see a whole lot of things that I in particular liked, it does not mean that you guys may not see something that you like. Okay, so go online or go in the store, whichever one you should choose to do. Just check it out before, because when it's gone, it's gone. You have to wait all the way until the end of this year just to experience this sale again. I mean, next year, really. Yeah, next year. But it's going to start after Christmas. We already know that for those of us who've been going year after year. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys, are inspired to, next time you're in the stores to go do some looky-looing and see if you're going to pick up and snag some of these incredible items, okay? But until next time, okay, happy shopping, Super Savers.